Hello, everyone. This is Demetrius with Demetrius.L Success Academy, and I hope everyone enjoyed their Christmas holidays. I know I certainly enjoyed mine, spending time with family and friends, and I am excited about 2020. Yes, it will be here literally in about 2 more days. We will be celebrating a brand new year. With that, I really hope that everyone is prepared, have written down their goals, and is diligently working towards achieving those goals this year, for whatever it may be, personal goals, growth and development, whether it's career goals, business goals, whatever it is. I really pray that you are able to set those goals and reach, those goals for the year 2020. So I am really looking forward to it. I know that I have promised you that I'm going to bring you a platform where Demetrius.L Success Academy will be able to bring you workshops, webinars online. Believe me, I am working diligently on developing that platform, and I do believe that I will be able to launch that here really, really soon. So I am working diligently on that to bring you that platform. It's taking just a little bit longer than what I anticipated, but I'll definitely want to bring you, good resources, valuable workshops, so that you'll be able to gain the most from them. So just be a little patient with me. I am working diligently on that. Today, I wanted to go ahead and bring you video number 6 of the Healthcare Business Coaching 101 series that we have been doing here over the last few months. And this is actually video number 6. We only have maybe a couple of more videos to go before we actually finish up this entire series. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, Demetrius.L's Success Academy here on YouTube, then I do encourage you to please click the subscribe button and make sure you please turn on the notifications so that you get all of the updated information whenever I post, or new videos that's available. So please make sure that you do turn on that notification. Also, we only have just a couple more videos left within this coaching series, literally. So if you have not already been following the series, then I do encourage you to please go back and watch some of the series, because this actually coaches you step by step on helping you get started with opening your business in the healthcare industry. But these are tips that is helping coaching you through these tips for absolutely free, no money down. Okay, so if you've been following the series, you'll know that my motto is, I'm not saying that you will never have to have finances in order to start the business, but these are things that you can put in motion right now that is absolutely free. Because again, a lot of times it's this type of legwork that you have to put into the business is this type of legwork that is very time consuming, and you don't want to wait until you open your doors to your business and realize, hey, you know what? I don't have these things in order. So we're going to eliminate that, because we are going to continue to coach you through the rest of these 10 steps to starting a healthcare business absolutely free. Okay, so without any further ado, we're going to jump right into video number 6, and it is this particular video is we're talking about location. Location is a very important part of starting, a healthcare business. But we'll jump into that. So before we get started, as always, our objective is to provide you with the key tools or skills to organize your 10 tips on starting a healthcare business for absolutely free. Okay. Now, as you know that with each video of this particular series, you have been getting homework assignments. So just to kind of catch you up briefly, the last homework assignment, you were supposed to actually review your startup costs, and you were supposed to list at least 3 ways that you can start setting money aside to start your business. And some examples of that is either you would get a part-time job, you would look at personal funds, or you would consider whether you wanted to bring partners on board with you through this particular business venture. So by now you should have at least have that part of your homework completed and be able to successfully answer those questions, so that that kind of gives you an idea and puts you in the mind frame of where you want to go from there. Now, as we stated before, location is everything, okay? So we must understand that the right location brings the right clients, okay? Does location play a role in starting a healthcare business? And that is absolutely yes. Your location plays a huge role in starting a business. So whether you are starting an agency, or whether you're starting a facility where you're actually keeping residents in, a community-based facility, then you still must consider your location, because your location, again, is everything. And so we're going to go over just a couple of things that's specific, where we talk about agency location versus a facility location, and how it plays a role with making sure you're generating the right clients, or the right clientele, in order to be able to service your population. Now, when we look at an agency, which we're talking about either a homemaker and companion agency, or we're talking about a non-skilled home health agency. With that, the homemaker and companion agency, really you can use a home office. There's nothing as far as, and it varies from state to state, but for the most part, you can use a home office unless your state states otherwise. But for the most part, you still want to consider, even if you can use that, use a home office in order to run your homemaker and companion service. A couple of things that you want to consider is you will have employees that will need to meet with you, or you need to meet with them in order to conduct training, or if you need to just have conference with them, have short meetings with them. So take under consideration that when you organize these employee and employee training meetings, that they will be, coming into your home in order to, visit your home office to be able to conduct these things. Also take into consideration that when you need to meet with families in order to be able to either set up services, change services, or just meet with families for any concerns that they have, that they will be coming to a home-based office, okay? Now, one of the things that that you can utilize is you can look at some of your local coffee shops that you can use as a meeting space for your families, and you can kind of look at the different type of environments that will be able to accommodate your families. But again, you have to remember that when you are utilizing some of those spaces, that you are not able to disclose any confidential information, okay? If you're meeting at one of the local coffee shops or one of the local little cafes, so that you can have a professional or nice environment in order to meet your employees or your families, okay? So definitely keep that in mind. Now, when you look at your non-skilled home health agency, most states will mandate a space that's accessible between the normal business hours. So a lot of times, your state is going to mandate that you are open, during normal business hours, whether that's 8:30 to 4:30, 9 to 5, whatever, 8-hour or considered normal business day. They're going to be expected for your office to be, open. Now, also the benefit of having a home-based office is that, again, the benefit is you have that meeting space that you need to be able to talk, with your employees. Any trainings that you need to conduct, you are able to conduct those trainings. Any meeting places that you're able to that you're needing to meet with your families, then you are able to conduct that there in your office without having to worry about violating any type of HIPAA information, or without being limited to what you can discuss with your staff because you're out in a public place. Now, when we look at the care homes or our facility type businesses, such as the adult family care home or the assisted living facility, the adult family care home is designated office space within a home, okay? So again, you must be able to maintain resident confidentiality. So when they are coming to the home, because this is like a home-like environment, then it is expected that the office is located, somewhere there on the property, okay? But you must make sure that when you have a home-based office with a facility, you have to make sure with a home-based facility, then you need to make sure that you are maintaining HIPAA, and you are also maintaining that patient confidentiality at all times. The same goes with an assisted living facility. When we're looking at the assisted living facility, again, it is a designated office space within the home, and the same rule apply. You must be able to maintain resident confidentiality. That is the highest of the priority. So you must make sure that that HIPAA is not violated when you are talking with your staff, when you're talking with families about resident information. Now, when we look at the location and the effect on agency and versus the home care, although these two businesses, these two types of business model does not gain a lot of traction with like walk-in clients. So, and what I mean by that, you don't have a lot of clients that literally just kind of walk in and looking for these services. Don't underestimate that the lack of importance that is for where you want to choose to operate your business. A lot of your business, with the type of businesses that you're looking at, a lot of it is going to be through your social media, advertising, through family and friends, just kind of spreading the word about your business. The bulk of if the bulk of your clientele is going to come via one of those routes. However, again, like I said, do not underestimate that clients. You can't generate clients by, through the walk-in traffic of visiting your particular facility or your agency. With that being said, when you look at your location, you want to find a safe location to meet, whether you're meeting with families or whether you're meeting with employees. You want to make sure that the location that you choose is a safe area to accommodate both. You want to look at and take some things under consideration. How accessible are these particular places? Are they on bus lines? Could families take Uber? Could families take Lyft or any other, one of these car services in order to be able to get there to your location without really costing them a ton of money to meet with you in these particular locations. Again, we talk extensively about confidential area to make sure that you can discuss client information or any information that you need to facilitate with your staff. You want to make sure that you have that confidential area, and it needs to be able to provide that. The last thing is you want to make sure of is that you have that professional environment. So families and as well as your staff want to know that they are dealing with a professional organization. So with that being said, you want to make sure that you have a professional environment in order to be able to accommodate your employees as well as your family members. Now, things also to consider when you're looking at this location, you want to look at, again, the community that you're choosing this particular location. You want to make sure that you're in compliance with the zoning. So every county has a local zoning office. So you want to make sure that before you put any money down on securing a lease with these properties, you want to make sure that they clear zoning and that they're in proper alignment with the the regulatory board that governs these type of healthcare businesses. You want to make sure that they're in compliance. Again, like I said, we talked about accessibility, and that's for customers and employees, or clients and employees. The cost for leasing, you want to look at that, because depending on your location, the cost for your leasing can vary. So when you're taking that, we make sure that you factor that in when you're looking at the location, because some sides of town may be more expensive than others. So you want to make sure that you factor that in when you're looking for the right location. And you want to make sure that you're mindful of the regulatory requirements for being within so many feet of your competitor. So again, that goes into your regulatory body. Each county is different regulations, so you want to make sure that you are following those requirements before you secure a lease or purchase that particular property or office space in order to start your business. Now, how to find the right location. There's several things that you can do. Again, since we are talking about options that are free, that's trying to save you money initially, to start out, then you can look at hiring a realtor. Most of the time, realtors, again, and this may vary, most of the time realtors will help you locate properties, and then they will charge a commission based on if the deal is secured. Now, again, you need to make sure that you're asking the realtor up front, are there any upfront fees associated with, with this particular process? And they will be able to, inform you of any fees that's associated that is an upfront cost. And look at it like this. If they do have a cost that's associated, with their services initially to help you find a location, then at least you have gathered information and you know what to save up for when the time presents itself for you to be able to hire a realtor. Okay. So again, it varies from realtor to realtor. Just make sure that you're being upfront so that you know what to expect. And also you're not wasting their time if you do not have the financial, the monetary financial pieces that they're going to require in order to begin work for you. Again, Google search, which is absolutely free. You can look at Google search and just kind of search some location, commercial locations, or you can look at residential locations. And the residential locations are more for your facility-based homes, like your adult family care home or your assisted living, that you can look at residential, or you can look at commercial zoning for those two pieces. But if you're going to look at any office space for the agencies, the Homemaker and Companion Agency or the Non-Skilled Home Health Agency, please make sure that you consider, the commercial space that you're going to be looking for, and consider that they are going to be required to be commercial. Okay. You can even look in your local newspaper. They may be running ads for commercial space or residential space, just depending on what you're opening. Or you can get in your car and ride around the city and look for some of the signs that is either posted either for sale or leasing commercial properties that are being leased. Now, with that basically concludes this video on finding that right location. But I do want to encourage you to definitely get a jump start on this, because that location is very important to the way your clientele, and as well, like, again, your employees view your business, and how they really take get a perception of how things are with you on a professional level when they look at the location and they look at kind of the environment that you're pretty much hosting as your office space. So whenever we end any of our videos, we do have homework assignments. So with this particular homework assignment, you're actually going to get a 2-part homework assignment with this video. The first part of that is you're going to think of an area in your local town that you would want to consider starting an agency or care home. And you're going to begin to locate these prospective locations and take notes. Drive by them. I can't encourage you enough. Drive by the properties. Look at them. Look at the pros and the cons. Take note about them. So that way you know that as you're narrowing down your search and you're narrowing down that right location, that you have already, you're ahead of the game with researching your property. You're on top of your game with kind of knowing where you want to, prospectively open your new location. The second part of this is to think about one realtor that you may want to consider hiring to assist you to finding the location that you want to start your business in. And again, you can find a local realtor by searching Google, Facebook, or asking family and friends, have they used a realtor before in the past. Again, you want to make sure that you're on the same page with your realtor. Make sure that that you explain to them and get a full understanding what you're looking for, and if there's any upfront fees associated with this. So that concludes our video on location. You have your homework assignment. Now, the next video is going to be keeping track of your information that you have gathered. And like I say, we are down to the home stretch with these last couple of videos. And as always, I will leave my contact information below in the comment section, so that way you are able to contact me for any questions or any perspective videos or information that you would like to see presented. I will review them, and your topic of interest, I will review it and see if there's any way there is to accommodate or to bring you some of these topics that you're interested in. And again, thank you very, very much. I want everyone to be safe, and I want you to bring in your 2020 with just full of energy and just ready to hit the ground and running. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. God bless.